So welcome to Google Cloud again. We are running an Anthos application. So right here, I just create the loop through, which is this command for loading traffic to this URL to doing a curl with the with the command. So we'll just keep that in another shell. Let me just add some MV vars right here and then another shell. Okay, let me just get the title of the product page. Let me just do a curl on this page. What's going to answer 200. So let me do an echo of this gateway and var. So we have the product page. So right here, let's run this command to load a little bit more traffic on that page. Okay. So let's move on, dive into the Anthos service image. So you go into the navigation menu, you go to Anthos service image, going to be all of these Anthos. So you have here, let me just minimize it a little bit. Click on service mesh. Let's click on product page. So you have these, the Ingress gateway, the ratings, the product page, the reviews, details, etc. So there's the product page. Okay, you see the traffic where it goes to inbound and outbound. Let's click on outbound. Let's select outbound. Okay. There's the connected services. Okay, you click in here, product page. Let's click on outbound. So the product page is you see the arrow. Okay, let's click on reviews. By reviews, we're gonna hear how it goes traffic. Now let's check in infrastructure. Okay, you can see all the things here. Now we're gonna click on traffic. Okay. You see there's 3 versions of the reviews. I think we can double check this from here. Workloads. So you have these 3 reviews here from the service of reviews. It forwards traffic for these 3 pods. Understood the deployment of it. You have to create the virtual service and the destination rules. Okay. And now let's click on topology. Let's let's view some routing information, the topology view. So here we have all the things. We'll be back here. Click on topology. Let's enlarge this a little bit. Make it a triangle. Isosceles. Okay, so if you click on the product page, okay, where it first traffic to? Okay, so if you click here and click on expand, you see all those versions you have. Right here you have 3 versions of reviews, which is the Istio service you can see here, and this is the pods deployment. You see the KHS deployment. Collapse. Let's expand the ratings. There is only 1. Details. Expand. Details only view 1. Product page. Okay, big balls here. Alright, so you can see those versions. So now we're going to apply destination rule for that using the Istio. Let me just collapse. Let's see. Okay, let's be back here. Let's apply another configuration with Cloud Shell. Ctrl C, ls. I'm going to apply this destination rule that you have on the GitHub about the book info destination rule all. You can even see this. So it created a different configuration for this reviews, etc. So giving another destination rule, it does the routing. You see here? Okay, create destination rule for all of them. You can even check in more details using YAML. You see here the reviews. For ratings, I have two versions, product page, etc. And now we're gonna apply virtual services for all of them. Create the virtual services for all of them because with the destination without virtual services are nothing. So right here we have that. Let's check our gateway URL. Okay. So now we're going to the infrastructure here. Service mesh. Let's click on reviews. And let's check the infrastructure. Okay. So here, this is the chart, which has to change in fill. You see the reviewers. It's just, you're not seeing stars anymore. So probably this chart is gonna change. So you can check here short period of show time. We could change this to the time span. The minimum is 1 hour. Cannot show timeline. Okay. Here. It's gonna have to change in fill. So probably now the you see the difference of the traffic is that's why it's being routed for one workload. So as you don't see here what happened, you're just sending to traffic for review 1. This is going to be the one having traffic. So that's why the chart has totally changed. You see the difference? So only one is going to be receiving. You see this one is receiving traffic, the other one's not. They're pending to 0. Here we go. We can even leave right here. Okay. In more minutes, it's going to be even worse. So now I'm going to apply this guy here. So we're going to have a destination for virtual reviews to even v2. Let's apply this virtual service. Let's get the virtual service reviews. Let's click here on there's going to be a signing, you see. Let's click here JSON. And you see here this other review. Sign out. You see what I just changed it with the one virtual service. Jason. So what can we do with this? The powerful of this virtual service stuff. You check it. Match headers and user JSON. Then you have this destination, etc. Okay. But before, if you sign out, you don't have that on the header. You probably would be something on a header. This is a product page, but it's the reviews API. You can see the black stars. But it doesn't have here, but from the product page, calling internally the reviews API, it's gonna pass the how can I say the JSON on the header. Of course, it is a service mesh, so you cannot see that. And now what we're gonna do, we're gonna start a new CZ session. Okay, let's come in back here. Let's see this guy here. Now I have to wait some minutes, and we're gonna better see the traffic. Let's click on infrastructure, traffic. The difference of track for all of them. You can see here where we put the versions to V1. Okay. Let's click on reset. And there's nothing less than 1 hour. You see the difference on the blue here, the blue line here. And now I can click on infrastructure. This should be wait 2 minutes to see that happen. So even here, just doing the calls. If you repeat this guy here, it's gonna give you a 200 page, but it doesn't have the JSON on the JSON on the header. So I'm going to stop this because this sends traffic with the others. Let's leave just this one. Let's refresh this. That would be more visible. Let's log it because it gets the other browse here. So here we should see something different. Come on. The hour should be doesn't show. It's gonna show just later, like the 5 minutes here where we are. Let's go back here and click somewhere else and go back here. You should update it. Not showing just that. Okay, let's go back to Anthos. Click on reviews. Click on traffic. The percentage is quite close. I see the traffic here. Wow, at least that show timeline. You have to read. There's a little cache on the components, so you see here the difference. So this is the version 2 where there is the JSON request. So that's why it's going to be passing the others. That's totally correct. If you go back before, we remember to here, we're calling even the V1. So if you go to traffic, 48% to V2, and you wait a little bit more, you got even much more traffic here. You're just managing our traffic using the virtual services. Now I'm gonna delete all the services. Let me get Control C. We're going to delete everything. Virtual service also. We delete everything. So it has to be back to the normal situation. And I'm going to apply everything to V1. Let's see here. Let me show you guys this. Everything is going to V1, 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 and V1. So if you click in here, every single workload that has more than one version. Ratings, there's only V1. Reviews, you have 3. Details view. So everything goes to V1. So now I have to wait a little bit. And if you go to the product page, you see there's no black stars anymore, which was the version 2. We can close it. So I'm back here. Reviews. It's a little bit tough. Let's see traffic here. Let's minimize this. See, it's changing a little bit. Let's click on infrastructure. Show time is decreasing this one. So the blue will be back in film. So sorry, but you have to wait at least 2 minutes for that expecting. So if we and if I click here, there's still calling. Back here, let's click even on product page. All right, let's click on the traffic. There's only one version. Back here, reviews. Okay, traffic. Show timeline. I cannot reset. The blue is rising. By the time, details, infrastructure, all as expected. Here we go. Refer traffic to V1. Now I'd like to apply this guy here. 50-50, V1 and V3. You see, you have the destination rule before, but now you apply the virtual service to work on that. So it's the virtual service who decides the traffic on that. Let's apply these. After that, we're going to apply this guy here. Everything to V3. Let's click here. These are still calling. Good. Free. 1. Free. Free. 1. It's not round robin, it's random. Okay, back in here. Wait 1 to 2 some minutes. Service mesh. Whoa, super slow. If that doesn't load, sorry fellas, but I will close the video because what I would like to share is it's nearly done. That's not a problem here. So let's wait a little bit. Let's see if it shows the Kubernetes stuff. It's Sunday. Well, at least I could share that using the virtual service destination rule, you can decide the traffic to go to the version you'd like to in your workload. I'll do another video, explaining more details of it. And ASM is a good choice for service mesh. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.